All praises unto our power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wawakakwadash. Peace, blessings, much respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, on down to the rest of the elders who rule well within Israel. Salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like, pushing out this purified truth to the rest of the church who believe as well. You men who may not be teachers or prophets, you women, sons, and daughters as well. The water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. Being a great prophet, a great teacher, being scholarly, all these things are amazing. All these things are great. But none of that means nothing if you are not brotherly. Okay? You can know the deepest breakdowns. You can use deep words. You can have, deep mysteries revealed unto you. You can, claim to be a great prophet, a great teacher. But if you're not brotherly, all of that is in vain. Let's touch on 1 Corinthians chapter 8 and verse 1. Now, as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth. So this knowledge can make you puffed up. It can make you arrogant. It can have you feeling yourself to where now you're exalting yourself over other brothers because you might have been in the truth for a while. You're looking at newer brothers like they ain't nothing special. They're Johnny-come-latelys, right? You become proud. You become pompous. But really, it's through being brotherly, it's through charity that we edify. Okay? Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 1. Though I speak with tongues of men and of angels and have not charity, I am become as sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understanding all mysteries, and though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing. So you can be everything that it requires to be a great teacher. But if you're not brotherly, you ain't doing nothing. That's no different than saying you keep the law, but yet you offend one, you offend all. So if you do everything right as a man of the Lord, but you're not showing forth charity, you're not being brotherly, you're really not doing anything at all. Okay? And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, and I have not charity, it profiteth me nothing. Charity suffereth long, and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not. Itself is not puffed up. So charity is not going to cause you to envy your brother. It's not going to cause you to be arrogant or pompous over your brother. Okay? It's not going to cause you to try to plot on your brother. It's not going to have you thinking that your faith being greater than another brother, you must be that guy. No, we are brothers. We have to be brotherly. And part of being great is being a servant. We're servants one to another. Okay? And we do these videos as not only to edify, but because we are servants one to another. We have to be kind. We have to be patient with one another. The world hates us. Why in the hell do we want to add more stress to that? Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 32. And be ye kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as the power for Mashiach's sake has forgiven you. So we have to be kind one to another. We have to be charitable, tender-hearted, forgiving one to another. If we want to be forgiven, okay, if you claim to be a brother, if you claim to be real about this ministry, you will show forth charity.
Notification.
Okay? Let's go to what's that? Psalms chapter 54 and verse 4. Behold, The power is mine helper. The Lord is with them that uphold my soul. He shall reward evil unto mine enemies, cut them off in thy truth. I will freely sacrifice unto thee. I will praise thy name, O Lord, for it is good. For he hath delivered me out of all trouble, and mine eye hath seen his desire upon mine enemies. So the Lord is our helper. He's the one who upholds our soul. Okay? We praise his name. And then he's eventually going to deliver us from our enemies. And that includes brothers who ain't right in the spirit, brothers who act like they're brethren, but really deep down inside they hate you. Because all of Israel ain't really Israel right now. To just keep it real, Romans 9:6, not as though the word of the power had taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel. So our people being Israelites, it does not make them the elect. It doesn't make them right. It doesn't make them brotherly. It doesn't make them sincere. It doesn't make them friendly. It doesn't make them honest. None of that. Okay? We have to love one another the same way that Yahushua showed that he loved us, the same way he loved the church. Okay? All of our people are not in that mentality. A lot of our people are in a envious, hateful, stubborn, rebellious mentality. But we have to be brotherly. We have to be charitable among one another. We have to uplift one another. You have certain men, they'll see your brother struggling, and they won't even reach out because he may not be in a camp. A lot of you men in camps, a lot of y'all, the Lord gonna kill a lot of you, man. A lot of y'all niggas, the Lord ain't dealing with y'all. I'm gonna just keep it real. John 13:34, a new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. This isn't based off of, well, since we're not in the same camp, we're not brothers. No, if we're teaching the same doctrine, okay, if we're teaching this truth, we're supposed to be brotherly one to another. But you have men, they'll shun you and they'll outcast you because you're not a part of their camp. They want to be a head over you. They're not even really concerned about the word going out. They just want you to be an underling unto them. But because you don't want to join them, oh, something's wrong with you. You ain't right. Okay? Always some hatred, some jealous ass, backhanded, slick, slimy, ish happening among our people. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another. And it's obvious, a lot of men in Israel ain't the Lord's disciples. They're not brotherly. And then you have men, they'll do as we call land back lessons. They'll land back a lesson, the same two brothers. How is it there's 144,000, but you have certain men, they'll big up the same two people. It's like, fuck everybody else. To hell with his videos, to hell with them videos over there, to hell with those videos over there. But you're going to constantly bring up, oh, this brother here. This brother made a video on this. This brother made a video on that. Well, what about this brother over here? What about that brother over there? What about the foot? What about the arm? What about the eyes? What about the toes? Right? What about the lips? What about the gums? What about the kidneys? What about the heart? You have certain men, they have a respect of persons. They only show brotherly love when it suits them. You think the Lord's dealing with them? Fuck no. And I don't care who it is. I don't care how long you've been in this truth. If you ain't brotherly, the Lord ain't dealing with you. Okay? And as I'm getting older in this truth, I'm seeing it more and more. A lot of men are scared of speaking up on things. Fuck all that, man. Okay? By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another. So this is all about being brotherly. It's all about being charitable. Not about how deep of a breakdown you can go into. Not about how many scriptures you can pull out in 20 minutes. Not about how loud your voice is, or how great your beard looks, or how tall you are, or how much you can lift, or how many wives you have. This is about being brotherly. This is about being servants one to another. This is about mercy. This is about judgment, mercy, faith, and prophecies, man. And within mercy, that goes into brotherhood, being brotherly. And a lot of men don't know shit about that, because back in the world, they weren't shit either. But anyways, I'm going to go on ahead and wrap it up and give all thanks and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.